All right. Good evening. Good evening, my fellow YouTubers out there, the subscribers. So this your girl Tiffany coming through here live in effect. And tonight I want to give my thoughts on this whole Sukhiana and YK Osiris situation, right? So if you guys seen the video, there was some type of event that was going on. It looked like they was at some type of conference. And YK Osiris walked up to Sukhiana and tried to stick his tongue down her damn throat. Yeah, in front of everybody. He grabbed the girl's face and sticking his tongue down her throat. All right, so a lot of people are shocked. They very appalled at the behavior. Now, here's where I stand on this. Start with YK Osiris. First and foremost, he was wrong. He was dead wrong and he crossed the line. He crossed the damn line. He knew better than to do some shit like that on camera. And on top of that, knowing that this girl is in a relationship with somebody. And ain't no telling if her man was there or not. But you doing that, that's a sign of disrespect, not only to her, but also to her man as well. But it's more so disrespectful to her. It's very disrespectful. And that's embarrassing. You don't have no right or you don't have the permission to put your mouth on nobody. If they ain't gave you the damn permission to do so, you don't put your mouth on somebody. You don't walk up and do that shit. Now, if they agreed to do something like that, then that's a different story. But in this case, that's crossing the line. That's where the line should have been drawn. And he should have got checked for that. Somebody should put his ass over to the side and say, hey, bro, you doing too much. You crossed that line, bro. You ain't had no been doing that, man. It one thing if you wanted to shake her hands or hug her, but you ain't gotta put your mouth on her. You was wrong. You know what I'm saying? You were dead wrong. And I think that young man was doing it because he wanted some attention. He wanted some attention by putting his goddamn mouth on this damn girl. Somebody needs to sit down and warn him, like, you can't be doing that shit. Because if you do that shit, that could lead to a major lawsuit. And not only that could lead to a major lawsuit, right? If you take the shit any further, your behind's going to jail. Somebody got to talk to him. And he ain't the only one. Somebody got to talk to these new artists, right? When they come on the scene and let them know you can't just do what the hell you want to do. You know what I'm saying? There's consequences to your behavior. There are major consequences. All right? It is. So, yes, he crossed that line. And that was disrespectful. He should have got slapped for that. He should have got his ass whooped. That's just my thoughts on it. Now, with the Sukhiana situation, this is a reminder to us as women, okay? To us as women. Now, you know this girl is very sexually expressive, right? She so-called sexually liberated. She's liberated. She expressed herself in a very sexual manner. She talks very sexually, etc. Okay? She comfortable in her own sexuality. But here's the thing. We got to realize as women, the concept of sexual liberation is some bullshit. You're going to get mad when I say that. But it is. It's a bunch of bullshit. Because ain't no such thing. That situation that happened to Sukhiana should let you know that sexual liberation is some bullshit. It's a bunch of bullshit. When women get sexually assaulted, that should be a reminder to us that ain't no such thing as being sexually liberated. You don't want to be sexually liberated because then you exposing yourself to all kinds of possibility out there. When you start talking about you sexually liberated, What you want to do is be sexually limited, and bring about sexual limitation, as opposed to having sexual liberation. Limitation means that there is limited access, and everybody can't come in when they want to, or you don't just want to go out here and just willy-nilly with whoever. You don't want to do that. You don't want to just get out here and have sex with whoever. Because the person that you might engage in sexual activity with, you don't know what type of mentality they have. You don't know if they're a psychopath. So it's very dangerous to become sexually liberated, especially as a woman. It's very dangerous. That's why prostitution is the most dangerous occupation that a woman can have. Because why? She's not protected. She's out there. She's exposed to all kinds of madness. You're having sex with people that you don't even know. You're indulging into activity with people that you don't even know. You don't know what type of person that this individual could be. You don't know their intentions. So you have to be real careful with this whole sexual liberation thing. And the feminist organization, they came up with that BS. They the one went around. They were one of the first ones going around talking about being sexually liberated and all. And don't realize, or some of them do realize, in my opinion, that you are setting women up for failure when you tell them to be sexually liberated. It'd be smart to say be sexually limited. Have sexual limitation. Sexual limitation is a lot more safer than being sexually liberated. Because now you become aware. Now you're more careful. Now you have more limited access. So yes, sexual liberation is nothing more than a bunch of fantasy talk. It's a bunch of fantasy talk. It's a bunch of delusion. Because a woman in her right mind, in her conscious mind, would not be running around here saying she's sexually liberated. I wouldn't dare want to tell a man I'm sexually liberated. No. No, that's limitation. You can't have access. And that's how it should be. So it ain't about, oh, you don't have no type of control, and oh, you gotta be celibate, this thing, other. I mean, there's nothing wrong with celibacy. Nothing wrong with that. But you gotta be more diligent. You gotta be more careful. And you have to be mindful of who you have around you. And when you do certain activity around certain individuals. So before y'all go talking about this victim shaming and all this other stuff, it's not victim shaming, but you gotta be very mindful, especially as a woman, when you're out hanging out with your friends or doing certain things, like if you out drinking, whatever. You have to be mindful of your environment. You have to pay attention to people. And you have to be consciously aware of what you do in front of certain people. Because you don't know what type of mentality they have. You don't know what they're going to do. You got to know your environment and make sure that this environment that you're in is safe for you. Because if it's not safe, you don't need to be there. If you don't feel comfortable doing certain things, you don't need to be doing them at all. So especially if you out there prostituting, or if you out there being a stripper, yeah, you better be careful of your environment, because all kind of folks come in and out. And you have unwanted guests thinking they can do what the hell they want to do. They take that concept when you say sexual liberation and they're going to run away with it, or they're going to try to challenge you. So fuck being sexually liberated. Fuck being sexually liberated. Sexual limitation is the way. Set limitation on yourself. And ain't nothing wrong with doing that. So yes, this is a lesson to be learned. That you can't trust everyone. And I'm going to say it. Sexual liberation opens up doors of sexual assault. That's what I'm saying. When somebody say sexually liberated, that open up doors for sexual assault. Because you might say you might mean it one way, but that person sees it another way. Again, you might mean it one way, but that person sees it another way. So sexual liberation has brought about failure to women. It has failed women. It does us no good collectively. This slut walk shit, that don't do us no good either. So yes, I stand on that. It's some bullshit. It's some bullshit that needs to be dismantled. It needs to be dismantled. All right, so that's all I gotta say for tonight. I thank you all for watching. I appreciate that. So make sure you like and subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, share my channel, and check out all my previous videos. All right. So make sure you hit that like button. Okay. Hit that subscribe button. And I hope y'all have a good one. And happy early Juneteenth to everybody out there that's celebrating Juneteenth. Happy early and happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there that's taking care of their responsibility, raising their children, doing whatever is necessary. So shout out to all the productive fathers. All right. Happy Father's Day to you guys and happy Juneteenth. And I will connect with you all later. Peace. All right.